Yeah, hi traders, JW here. Just a quick update. I've closed out all my trays after a really good night. I've just got up this morning, about to have my breakfast. Don't want to waste a lot of your time, but here we had silver. We talked about that, and yesterday we had the close above my baseline, and here was the resistance area here. So it was always going to be a pending order. And you can see I've decided to take profit. The reason I've taken profit is because it hit this area of resistance and it's pulled back off there. Now it could finish up here. It can break through here, but right now I'd rather have the money in the bank. If I lived in a perfect world, I would like to see a pullback. We're probably going to get some maybe sideways consolidation stuff, but the next biggie for silver is breaking $20. And if we get up above there, same rules apply. Now this may not set up for days, and that's fine. As you can see, we've made $100 overnight. So now if we go to the account, we've gone from $120 to $220 overnight. Now, one of the rules that we have is protecting our capital. And when you get a good little move like this, you don't go out and try and chase the market. It's stupid. Right now, these pairs have had their run. Now we've got to see what they're going to do. I'm not going to try and hang on hoping that it will go. If it breaks this area of resistance, fair enough. I'll look for my entry levels. Right, let's go to gold quickly. We had other trades in the mix too yesterday. We had pound JPY. You can see it's gone up here. I'm very quick. I'm going to go down to a 4-hour chart just to show you. There was the breakout. That's the trade that we took, and now it's going sideways. I'm quite happy to take my money. Look, there's support and resistance line there. You know, you can have support and resistance with trend lines and everything. I'm fine with that. That was the first big move that we had on the pound JPY. But right now, I just keep it real simple. I like levels of support and resistance horizontally. I'm looking for the breaks out of these consolidations. This is where traders get beaten up. You get a little bit here because you can see that there is a good support line there. So you can scalp and do all that, but look at the number of times that it just dipped down and it didn't really get going. It got down lower here and then suddenly it took off. Now you could have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 opportunities to maybe hoping it's going to break out of here and go south, but it hasn't. And these were key areas here, 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 and here if this was going to go any lower. So it's real simple stuff. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. Don't get caught up with the noise of people that are peddling their wares and selling you their stuff, making great promises of great wealth. It just doesn't work. It only works for just a few. New Zealand USD, we're still sitting here waiting. We had a crown on the daily that we talked about, but right now I'm waiting to see if we're going to get a break. We're on the bottom side of this little bit of support here. We can put a line through here on the daily chart. You know, that is resistance in the past, so if we get a bounce off here, looking for that. Pound US, just again sitting on the sidelines. Today it hasn't crossed the baseline, but I'm looking at this. We could get some sideways movement here. These blue lines are supports from and resistances from 4-hour. Anything under an hour, including an hour, I use a red line, and yellow is day. And the white, I just use it to take a look at some of the smaller time frames as well. But there you have it. Gold, a little bit different than silver. we've had this little run up, but we're looking at a close above the baseline, and then we need to see a break. Now, we talked about this. There was a break. It's come back, but it just looks like it's ranging. It looks like this here, going off a daily chart, is quite a key area as well. So it's got to get up above here. I need to have a sign. I need to have a pattern, a price action pattern, which you'll learn if you keep following me, for me to go above this. But I would take a very low lot size and wait for a break. I think the 1744 is a real key area. And when it gets above here, and if it holds, we could see some decent moves. So there you have it. I'm not going to waste your time. There's nothing on the Aussie USD just before we go. We had this move up day before. Yesterday it turned, and then yesterday we had this massive good move up here. But bear in mind that we do have, I don't take too much notice of Fibonacci, so don't freak out. A lot of people, they swear by them, but I'm always looking to evaluate what people say, and curious, and if I discover that Fibonacci's can improve my trading style, I might become more serious about them. But this is the key area for the Aussie USD, and we'll just wait and see what happens. That was the nice little trade that we had last week. So there you have it. I wish you well in your trading. For those in the Northern Hemisphere, you'll be into the evening and or mid-afternoon. So I wish you well for the day, and I wish you well in your trading. Don't forget, do your research. Don't try to copy people. You have to find your own sweet spot. And there's some basics that we talk about as we look at the realities of where can I really save this account. Remember, we started at $11. I'm not chasing the market today. I'm actually going up the coast. I'm having a big breather, and I'll have a look at the London Open tonight when I come home, and reevaluate things there. I may do another video before I go to bed tonight. I may not. It just depends on what the market looks like. So nothing new and exciting to look at. I've checked all my charts, and we'll talk to you again soon. Cheers.